Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Improve Your Play Powerful Pawns and Endgames. Here we go. Today we're going to learn a little bit more about what it means for these 6 ideas. First one is going to be king shouldering to promotion. Many of you would see this and think this is completely either drawn or very difficult to convert, and I'm going to show you. First and foremost, to go against all logical reasoning, the king must go behind the pawn. And I know we're always taught to go forward, move forward, capture that piece, but by the time we do this, the amount of squares to get here is going to definitely narrow too quickly, or he'll get to your pawn. So you must shoulder your king away, the opposing king, using these 3 squares right here. They are now all blocked off. The king cannot get in. Yep, you follow him up. You follow him in, and you don't go after this pawn. Don't go after this pawn, because if you make a beeline too soon, he can cut back and get to your pawn. So you've got to do the right amount of work in order to push this king back. Now you can bring him forward, because even if he comes back this way, you have the ability to come here and shoulder him. We'll see that as we come forward. And say he pushes the pawn up, and he does this move right here. Well, you gotta stay in front, and then that's what we would do, and you'd work to shoulder this out. Now, let's go ahead and give you this other look. Let's back it up a couple moves. Let's go to here. Alright. And then when this happens, you capture. Here's why he can't come down. You own these 2 squares here. He could have came here, but then you would just come here, and then he wouldn't be able to come. He'd come down. You come down, and you roll out the red carpet. It's going to be a score regardless. It's exactly what we do. We don't come to his side, because then that creates the ability for him to be stalemated. We roll out the red carpet. We take the corner away from the king, give him all these squares to roam in, and then we just roll it out, and bam, there it is. That is shouldering. Once again, let's go back. Take a look. You go behind. You're just basically trying to put a wall up, not allowing the king to get there so you can get where you're trying to go. And this will come up in many, many end games. This here could have been where the king could have went here, and at this point you come here, or you could, let's back it up a couple. Well, what if he does this, coach? Okay, he's going to come up. All right, now what? What if he goes? Let's say instead of coming up 2, we come up again. Well, let's not go up again. Let's make it a little bit. What if he already says, all right, I'm up here. What if you went up 1? I mean, it's the same thing. It's all the same, but you don't want, you ain't getting close to this thing. No way. Because you got to put that wall up. So even if you want a 1, 2, it don't really matter, because you're going to get the promotion off the same principles. And he comes down, and you're like, oh, let's go ahead and nab this pawn. No, you've got the wall up. Go ahead and push while he's coming for your pawn. It's kind of a dumb move. The wall is still up. At this point, push again. Oh, well, here he comes. Boom. Oh, I'm there. No, you're not. It's too late. Can't get there. Red carpet. Can't get there. The wall is up. That does the trick. There's that. Shouldering. Let's look at king opposition. Alright, so when you see this, you're thinking, alright, looks like a dead drawn game. How do you win this, coach? How are you going to get in there? Well, the king has to find himself in opposition to the other king. Because right now, it's kind of like playing basketball. And the black king is ready to make the next move. So you've got to line up, make him make a choice. Is he going to go left or right? 2 squares, 2 squares. Everything's equal. He goes there. Boom, I'm going here. Well, guess what? He gave you opposition. Boom. Now watch this. Here he comes here. Oh, but look, you control all this. So now you get to flank him, holding the 3 squares. He cannot come forward. He can either go behind or go back up or up here. Then you've worked your way this way. Let's look at that. Let it play out. One idea. That's how that works. So I think I have a second one set up for this one. Let's look at these annotations. So same concept, except in this one he went here. Now we're going the other way. Comes down. And this one I'll let play out the whole way. And now he can't promote. If he does, bye-bye pawn. He's going to try to push. Bing. And once again, this is part of learning how to learn king opposition. King opposition. Let's look at another idea. He moved down, we moved down. Right in front, right? Oops, went to the end of it, sorry. And if he goes here, you push here. That's all this is about. It's creating the wall that won't let this king get to your pawns before you can make it to his pawns. That's it. It's the whole idea behind every bit of it. The concept. It's no, you don't come this way because then you give him the ability to put here and go here and put you in opposition. Then wherever you go, he can make the move to flank. Make sense? Good. Moving on. We'll work more on this flanking stuff in person. The square. Now, when you cut a chessboard in half, four, 1, 2, 3, 4 big squares. Now, it's as simple. If white has one, let's go back. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps to promotion, and black has 1, 2, 3, 4 steps to catch. Black will always catch white. Let's watch it play out. Boom. Now, if this was, we'll say, let's see if I can do it from here. Continue from here. No, let's not mess this up. Alright, well, we'll just say, for argument's sake, the king was here, and it's black's move, black moved here. It's the same thing, because then you arrive at the same square, inside the square. Now, if it was black here, black king here, white to move, he'd be a step late. Wouldn't be able to make it. So, this game is a dead draw. You just got to get inside the square. Flanking for promotion. Yes, we have some ideas here. This is one of the most basic concepts of chess. You'll see this practiced a lot. You want to get this pawn scored. Boom. The opposition to the king was there. White gave black put the ball in his court. Said, "Where you gonna go?" He said, "I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over here." Then you outflank him. He can't come down because it's easy. You can come up, and then if he comes down again, he can't come down again. No, you can't. You can't go up because it's step in front of your pawn. Excuse me, but he can't come down because then you just move the pawn one. Now he's got to go here, and side defense never ever works. All the way down, you would just be pushing the little pawn, check, boom, scoot, scoot, scoot. But let's look at this. He flanks. You stay in front of the king. He goes that way. Boom. And you can still do, once you got enough space, you can do this. Then you create the opposition again. There it is. Oh, look at that. Boom. Oh, yeah. What if you would have went here, coach? Then you go up. Side defense never works. Walk that thing in. Red carpet. Remember the 3 squares beside the king. Now, let's look at this way. Back the same idea. We're just going to move it around. Look, just completely having fun flanking the guy. And then once you got side defense, these 3 squares are now yours. You can't do nothing about it. It's over. Red carpet rolled out. Look again. Well, what if they're in front of each other? Black to move. Boom. Outflank. That's all you need. Get them 3 squares. Another idea about flanking. Now look, you see this here. Think yourself, how are we getting in there? Well, that's pretty simple. You could either go by my notes or not. But boom, boom. You outflank, kicking back out. Don't overdo it, because what if I went here? Okay, well, then you give him the ability to come here. He can still go there now, though, coach. Yeah, but now I get that extra square, which is all about time. Now I've got the 3 squares. He can go up or he can go out, but he can't get around. I'm basically using my king to take away this square by outflanking him and using the fact that I have this space and he don't. So he goes there, and then I come up again. Now that's fine. Now gobble, gobble, gobble. Ain't even Thanksgiving, and I sound like a turkey. Yum, yum, yum. Now we'll go through that one more time. You're using your king and all the space advantage you got because you can't get around this way to outflank this king. Pawn's got this eyeball, and you've got these three, so he can't. He can only go sideways with you. And that's fine, because once you set up the opposition, now he makes the decision. If he goes out there, you come in. If he comes back, you come out. Boom. Once he steps up there, okay, cool. Boom, we're stepping in. We're not stepping up. We're stepping in. Because if you come here, he comes down here. It's creating the opposition. Now you got to make the move. If we get endlessly, you don't know how many of these I've seen people blunder and create a stalemate by going back and forth too many times. There's the opposition. Now he has to make the move. Step in. Up, opposition. Boom. Boom. Alright, last chapter. More opposition, king, or how you fail it. Let's go to the start of that one. 2 pawns. The idea primarily here is if you were able to push this pawn and they capture, then you walk your pawn down. King is too close. He's inside the square. So how could you mess this up? Just like that. Too fast, getting ahead of yourself. Boom, there's one down. But let's go here. Alright. No, why does it jump there? I don't know why it jumped. Let's go here. Alright, so white stepped up, creating the opposition. Black steps in. Black steps down. Okay? Now that there's going to create, once this happens right here, we're going to be trying to create opposition because this is all covered, and a white, this almost turned into a dead draw. It would be a huge mistake for white if they make a mistake. Should be a dead draw though, but there we go, considering. Unless white makes a huge mistake like that, then you step in, keep flanking. If they do that, you just push the pawn. That's fine, because he can't capture it. If he goes around, you're flanking him again. Now, he can't come here. If he comes up, he could go up. But what if he goes down? Stop you from getting his pawn. Now, that's easy peasy. This is how you fail. I know it isn't the ideal setup. Because why would you just walk around and kill him? Well, some people blunder these in game. I'm just trying to give you something to look at. Who makes this mistake, how you create the opposition, and how you take advantage of them making the mistake. There's the different versions of opposition and how to take advantage. Hopefully you enjoy it.